Plaintiff Kayla Rooney thought she'd met the love of her life until she found out he had an affair with her family member, stole her engagement ring, and opened a phone account under her name. She claims her credit and life are ruined. Now she's suing her ex for $2,815. Defendant Roy Morrow doesn't deny taking the ring, but he doesn't know a thing about the mysterious phone account and thinks Kayla's just being bitter, angry, and is out to get him.
Kayla, you are suing Roy for $2,815. Go ahead.
We started dating in June of 2018 after I graduated.
Yep.
We moved in together. Everything was great. The relationship was perfect. I was so happy. In October of 2019, around Halloween, we went to a haunted house because he knew Halloween was my favorite holiday.
Oh.
In the haunted house, we got split up, and somebody was chasing me, and I.
Was it a ghost?
No, it was a person with a chainsaw, you know.
Oh. Yeah.
And then at the end.
Well, I have always said if someone's chasing you with a chainsaw, run.
I ran for my life, and then at the end, I tripped over somebody, and it just so happened when I looked down, it was him on one knee, and he proposed to me. Of course, I said yes.
Time out just for a second. Did you set that up?
Yeah, I set it up with staff beforehand.
Nice.
Wow, that's very creative.
Yeah, it was very special.
Okay, well, he gets 1 point for that.
Smooth. I like that.
Okay.
It was special. It was cute. I said yes. From there, everything was great.
Yeah.
Up until I just had a gut feeling for some reason that something wasn't right. So when he went in the shower one day, I went through his phone, and I found.
Was that the first time you had gone through his phone?
Yeah, I had no reason not to trust him
that's
ever.
a lie.
So I went through his phone, and I found messages between him and another person. They were flirting, calling each other names, baby, sweets, honey. They made plans to meet up. I also saw in there that they had already met up and had sexual altercations. I confronted him about it. He denied it. To this day, denied it. It just so happened that was a family member. So not only was that my fiance, it was a family member as well. So you can only imagine how hurt that made me feel.
Yeah.
Still hurts to this day about it.
My family member would talk and she would counsel me and she would tell me tips on how to improve our relationship with each other.
He still denies it. My family member, I confronted her and she agreed that it did happen. She said only once, but in the text it showed more than once.
Whoever this family member is, she admitted to having sex with.
Yes. Then a week later, I noticed that my engagement ring was missing, which was weird because I always wore it. The only time I took it off was to shower. He denied taking it. Who else would take it if we're the only two in the house? Days later, there was a PS5 pre-order. The ring and the PS5 are the same price range.
And that says $500.
Right, and then there's a picture of the ring also. Yeah, so, but he denied taking it. So we broke up in October.
So the ring went missing in September.
Yes. While we were still together, the ring went missing.
And in October you broke up.
Right, but the ring he took while we were together, you don't take a gift away from somebody that you gave to them. So I don't know why he even stole it from me. It was mine.
It's not stolen if I paid for it, Judge.
You gave it to me as a gift, so it was stolen.
What about the ring?
I purchased the ring with my own money, so if I was to take it back, I could take it back with no problem with it. I paid for it. It wasn't hers. I gave it to her with I wanted to get married, and I took it back. We weren't going to get married. I took it back.
You don't take a gift from somebody. When you give somebody a birthday gift, do you take it back? No. So whatever, he stole the ring from me. How do you cheat on me and then steal the ring as well? And all in the same week.
You broke up in October.
Yes.
Why did you break up?
We broke up because she lacked moral support for me and she had zero care for me in the world. I would come to her about problems in my life and she wouldn't be able to understand me. I would try to tell her like, I'm going through this, or just my fears of just living as a black person in America. You know, like when I drive my car at night, I'm scared. She didn't understand any of that.
She raised the issue of you sleeping with a member of her family.
She alleges that I slept with a family member, Your Honor.
And the family member apparently said that you had.
She would just be there for me when Kayla...
She would be there for you, and once in a while your clothing was off.
She would be there for me, and we would just talk about how to fix our relationship, you know.
But you wound up having sex with her.
Later on, and during the relationship, when me and Kayla weren't doing too good, I would go and I would hang out with her family member a little bit more, but we would just hang out and just discuss.
Why would she say that she had sex with you?
I think she's lying. I think she's crazy over there.
Why a family member though? You could have picked anybody else in the world, like a family member.
I just feel like her family member was there for me and she supported me.
Did you sleep with her?
To be
You're
honest,
under oath, careful.
To be honest with you, Judge,
yes,
I did have sexual intercourse with
Why
her family
couldn't
member.
you just admit that then?
Okay, he's admitting that he did.
Yeah, I don't know why he couldn't admit that long ago. Right. Maybe we could have worked things out, but...
The other part of your suit has to do with a phone bill.
So we broke up, and then I was getting emails from Sprint. I don't have Sprint. I did way years ago. I don't have Sprint. The only person that was ever around any of my information was him, my social security, everything like that.
You can see here that I've had T-Mobile, I've had Altice Mobile, I've never had Sprint in my life.
So I called Sprint and they told me that somebody opened up a line using my information, but that's all that they could tell me. I have pictures here of the emails of the pricing and the dates, and it's also now on my
So your
credit.
name was on the bill and it wasn't paid. They say you had to pay it, and you're saying, I never ordered the phone.
Yeah, I didn't know.
It was just your name on it, and you're saying he opened it up using your name,
using my name or my social security.
What about that?
To open up a phone bill, you need to have a social security card and an ID. I don't have either or of her information. And plus, if I was to take her account and go to open up a phone, she can call the police. And she didn't choose to do that.
He was
Okay,
the only
what
person
would help
around
on that
myself.
issue, what would help on that issue, which would definitively say who had the phone, is if you would have brought to court the phone records, because when we look at the phone calls that were made, it'd be pretty clear whether they were made by you or you, because some of your friends would be different. We'd be able to look at that. So that is hard to prove. I'm going to put that aside. I want to talk about the ring for a moment.
Okay.
If you get someone a ring for Christmas, Merry Christmas, that's a gift. With an engagement ring, it is a gift that we call a conditional gift, because he gets down on one knee and says, will you marry me? You say yes, he slips it on your finger. The condition is that you will marry him. If, for whatever reason, you don't marry him, the gift goes back. The gift is only yours permanently if you follow through and marry him. That's what we call a conditional gift. And therefore, I have to dismiss that. On the phone bill, there's no evidence that he was the one that set up the phone and made the calls. And because of that, I can't find in your favor on that. Case dismissed.
I would not take it back if I could reverse things. I probably would still sleep with her family member because she did offer me support and it felt good. So if I could make that happen, I definitely would.
The relationship's over. I would never take him back. If he's going to admit to sleeping with my family member and then say he'd do it again, no. I would never, ever think about being with him again.
Hey YouTube, thanks for watching. For more Judge Jerry, click here. For more Jerry Springer, click here.